which is used for a description as a holotype. Then come to the next type, that is the isotype. A isotype is nothing but a duplicates of a holotype. I said you when plants is collected into the 4 individuals, 4 plantlets should be collected every time. When described by that author, that first specimen which is used for the new description, that is holotype, and remaining 3 which is the duplicate of first one, which is the duplicate of holotype, that is commonly called as the isotypes. So when we are collecting that specimen, or author when collecting that specimen, citing that specimen as some serial number and A, B, C, D, that A, B, C, D, in that the specimen A is the holotype and B, C, D will be the isotypes. Then come to the next type, that is the paratype. A paratype is also very useful in the typification method. What happen if some author when described a new species published it, or before publication he realized that these specimen collected from different locality also belongs to that new species. So same individual, same described species, whenever collected by another locality, by another author or by same author, and it is given in publication as a supporting data as examined specimen, that specimens or that herbarium sheet is designated as or known as a paratype. Then syntype. When there is no holotype is designated. What happened when we are looking some older literature, we realize that many description of a new taxas given in old literature, just placing 2 or 3 specimen information, but not written as a holotype. So in the revisionary study, it is a problematic whether it is a holotype or whether it is a isotype. So every author should take this care about designating which is the holotype and which is the isotype. If it is not written in a perfect form or without designation, so it is treated as a syntype. So there are various publication nowadays designating of syntypes. Then come to the next point, that is the lectotype. It is also a very important in taxonomic study. What happened if it is described in 18th century or 17th century, the number of specimens are destroyed or misplaced during the World War II, or in any case when original holotype and original isotypes is misplaced, then the author or a scientist who are working on that same plant, that should designate another gathering of same author if available as a lectotype or similar specimen which is correctly matching with the protologue. Protologue means original description of that species published by a author. It may be collected by that same author or it may be collected by the another author. So that is designated as lectotype. Then neotype. A neotype is nothing but a specimen other than element selected to serve as a nomenclature type as long as all material on which the name of taxa is based which is missing. Means there is no holotype, there is no lectotype, there is no syntype is also available. In that condition, a author can designate a new gathering or some other herbarium sheets as a neotype, means a new type for published name. Then come to the last type, that is the topotype. A topotype is referred as a type or a herbarium sheet or a collection from the type locality. So in the last month I went on the Salwa Hills and collected some specimens from the Salwa Hills of Ceropegia ananthi. So that specimen, when I mounted it on a sheet, given a complete labeling, it can be considered as a topotype. Then this is the typification method. It is a very much important aspect of the plant nomenclature and systematic studies. Without proper typification, the name cannot be considered as a valid publication. So that's why it is a very much important when you are publicating a new taxa. Then come to the next sub point, that is the effective and valid publication. Valid publication. When the valid publication is called, when a new name of a taxa is considered valid or effective for a publication only when it is distributed in a printed form in a general meeting, public meeting, or at least distributed in a established institutions with libraries accessible to the botanist. म्हणजेच काय की नवीन स्पेशीज ज्यावेळेस आपण डिस्क्राईब करतो त्यावेळेस तिचं व्हॅलिड पब्लिकेशन झालं पाहिजे. म्हणजे इट शुड बी पब्लिश्ड इन वन जर्नल इन प्रिंटेबल फॉर्म्स, and that printable forms should be distributed in well-known institutions. The well-known institutions in our India is Botanical Survey of India. Whenever some author is describing a new taxa, it should be a compulsory thing to deposit that printed copy or that herbarium sheet in a recognized institution. So nowadays the Shivaji University of Kolhapur, then Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University Kolhapur, Blatter Herbarium of St. Xavier's College are a good established institutions of a botany. Then Herbarium of Botanical Survey of India Pune is also one of the established botanical institutes. In that place you have to submit your herbarium sheets of that new taxon, designating as holotype, isotype. So then it is the valid publication. Then come to the next point, that is the new name is not considered valid if communicated in public meeting or placing a name in a collection or in a garden which is open for a public, or some manuscripts or typescript or unpublished material. Many times what happen, a people or a taxonomist, a new budding taxonomist, often confusing with this thing. He is presenting his new species paper in conferences. If he given only the presentation and he think that it is the my species, then it is not a valid publication. Some other will collect that data and will be published into the journal. So the credit goes to the second ones, because the first author who has given its a new species description in public meeting, that is in the form of conference or seminar or workshops, or if somebody distributed its unpublished manuscript into the print forms, so then also it is treated as a invalid published taxa. Then those plant name which is published on or before 1 January 1935 must be accompanied with the Latin descriptions. 1935 किंवा 1935 नंतर जेव्हाही नवीन स्पेशली डिस्क्राईब केल्या जातील तेव्हा त्याच्यासोबत लॅटिन डायग्नोसिस हा असला पाहिजे. व्हॉट इज मीन बाय लॅटिन डायग्नोसिस? दोज कॅरेक्टर विच आर differs from allied species that is written in Latin language, and it is must used in a publication. So that is nothing but a diagnosis. But according to the last codes, in Vienna and in 2012 and in Shenzhen, China in 2017 shows that there is no need of a Latin diagnosis. Instead of only name should be in Latin form. So this is the older rule, but Shenzhen code and Melbourne code shows that there is no need of Latin diagnosis into the publication. The name of a new taxon of a rank family or below that has been published on or after 1 January 1958 is valid only when its nomenclature type mentioned along with the name of a place where the type specimen is permanently conserved. This is also very important rule. What happens if somebody is describing a species and we are not aware where it is published? So it is very controversial point of thing. We cannot judge whether it stands as a distinct species or not. After the examination of a holotype or that isotype, the worker or the taxonomist who is working on that particular plant is not getting a particular views of that author in plant specimen. So it is a very compulsory thing to deposit and to write these things in the publication. If it is not written, then it should not considered as a valid publication. Again, there is one point, that is those taxa have been published on or before 1 January 1953 are valid only if there is a clear indication of a rank of a taxon, whether it is a new genus, new species or new combination. So it should be must in when you are writing a new publication. I given an example here that Eriocolon gulnar parianum paithane ital species no. So that species no means you have described the new species. So you should have to write that species no. Without you are writing that species no, that not considered as a valid publication. Even in case of genus also. Look at on the screen, that is Nikia, which is described by Wadud Khan and Kahalkar. Genus no. Recently in Aridia there is a one genus published, that is Sanjappa, genus no, belongs to family Fabaceae. The old genus name is another, but it is a new genus given in this publication in Aridia. Then new combination. What is meant by new combination? When a species which is found in another genus, but author, according to author, it should be placed into the another genus. When it is putting in another genus and the author name is given in a bracket, that is parenthesis, and after that there is a new author name. Similarly, I given here one species, that is Sanjappa Cyanometroides bedom ER Sweza and Krishnaraj combination no. Means that Sanjappa Cyanometroides, that Cyanometroides is transferred from another genus to the Sanjappa genus. And the bedom, that is in bracket there is a bedom, that is the old author. And the new author who published this new combination, that is ER Soza and Krishnarajan. So you have to follow these rules and regulation, otherwise it should not be treated as a valid publication. In the next lecture we will see the next point, that is the author citation, rejection name, choice of name in detail. Thank you.